Welcome to Thought for the Day on this Tuesday morning. As I mentioned yesterday, I've been reflecting through this week, this time between Ascension Day last Thursday and Pentecost next Sunday, this time that we're called to pray together, the time when we remember those first disciples as they waited. Jesus had been taken from them and he'd not yet sent the Holy Spirit at Pentecost. And it's reflecting on what it was like to be in that time of waiting. One of the things that struck me particularly over the last couple of days is how they had absolutely nothing. I just think, imagine the time coming up to the ascension. Jesus had risen from the dead, he'd conquered death. Their world was their oyster. Their leader had overcome nothing could attack him. Nothing could defeat them. The world was theirs. This was going to be it. This finally was it. We see it when the beginning of the book of Acts, just before the ascension, when Jesus says, "Well, you're going to have to wait here for the promise to come," and they say, "Well, yeah, is this the time when you're going to restore the kingdom? Is this the time when finally everything is going to be made right? The crucifixion, the resurrection, that was just that was terrible, but that's over now. Now we're going to take everything." And then what happened? Jesus was taken from them. Didn't yet have the power, the Holy Spirit. Didn't have Jesus either. They had absolutely nothing. I just wondered why that was. Why did God give them that time with absolutely nothing? And we all have times, don't we, when we reach rock bottom, when we get to the end of our tether. I just don't have any more. I've had more than I'd like to count over the last couple of weeks for various reasons. And we fight against it, don't we? When we reach that point where we're desperate, and we cling on to maybe two delusions. The first delusion is the delusion that I can do it, that I'm okay. I know it feels like I can't, but I can. I've done it in the past. I can do it. And we keep telling ourselves until we discover we can't. And at that point, we hold on to the other delusion. And the other delusion is ever so deceptive, ever so attractive. And that's that it's somebody else's fault. I was talking to somebody from my family last night who's in a really difficult place. And we were thinking about how they might find their way out of it, what was involved in it, some ways that they might be able to find freedom from the really difficult situation they've got themselves into. And I was really hopeful that the light was starting to come on and there was hope. Then suddenly they found someone else to blame, and the whole conversation went down into how all the awful things they'd done. But blaming someone else doesn't help, does it? I mean, maybe it makes us feel better. We think that that somehow if we can blame them, we can make them pay, we can make them sort it out, we can make them feel guilty. But it often doesn't work that way, even if they could sort it out. And very often, it's actually a delusion that it's somebody else's fault. So eventually, that's taken from us too, and we have absolutely nothing. And I wonder, why did Jesus give them this time? And maybe it was a time to discover that they had nothing, to discover that truth that St. Paul would write a few years later, that God's power is made perfect in our weakness. And so what did they do? They joined together in prayer. And it made me reflect in this time of prayer that maybe it's at those times when we don't have it in us to pray, when we feel we just have absolutely nothing, we've got nothing to bring to God. It's those times when we don't have it in us to pray that maybe we're actually perfectly equipped to pray. So may God bless you as you let go of the things that maybe the delusions that tell you you don't need to pray. Let go of them. And in the depths, discover that there's God who longs for us to pour out our hearts to him. Well, God bless. I'll talk to you again later in the week. I might have a guest appearance from Lawrence on Thursday. And Derek, as I said yesterday, had recorded something for Wednesday. So may God bless you today.